Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we have more leaks coming from Elchicoeevee. So we have gameplay revealed, more things coming from Elchicoeevee. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we have the passive, I think, and the Unite move, or I'm not really sure. So Marvel Scale increases the Pokemon's defense when the Pokemon is afflicted by a status condition. Okay. Multi-Scale reduces the damage the Pokemon receives for a short time. This ability goes on cooldown after it's triggered. These both sound like passives to me, so I'm not really exactly sure how that works, but maybe gets different passives depending on like Dratini or Dragonite. Guess we'll see. So let's go ahead and watch this video. All right, I'm probably just going to react to this whole thing. This video is 7.5 minutes long. So, okay. So I've read through some of this description stuff already, not on here, but I've read through it on Elchico's Twitter. So the boosted attack is that like each evolution of Dragonite has its own version of a boosted attack, and it'll do a different thing. But then when you're Dragonite, it has all three of them built in and you cycle through them. So the water boosted attack or Dratini's boosted attack will heal the user of HP. And it also every boosted attack with every third hit blasts water in front of the user. This boosting attack deals damage to the opposing Pokemon it hits and reduces the cooldown of all other users' moves. This part is the same for everybody. All of these boosted attacks will hit and reduce the cooldown of all the users' moves, but it's like the water boosted attack does the additional effect of restoring the user's HP when it hits. So that's the early game boosted attack, essentially. So he's going to show off the early game boosted. All right. You can see it, water boosted. Okay. All right, so first move, Twister creates a Twister releasing the designated direction, dealing damage to any opposing Pokemon it hits and decreasing their movement speed. Okay, so range damage, movement speed slow. Okay, that's cool. Cool. I don't really know where best my camera to be at. It's maybe back over here. I don't know. I'm just swapping back and forth. All right, Dragon Breath has the user exhale Mighty Gust. Okay. So yeah, early game damage ability. All right. It's an opposing Pokemon that uses next basic attack becomes boosted. Oh, that's really smart. If you hit somebody, it's a boosted attack. Okay, interesting. So you can use that like when you're damage trading, and you can get. Wow, that's going to be really good for damage trading and lane. I think Dragonite's going to be a really good laner. Looking like a solid laner. Cool. We kind of understand how the early game goes. All right, what's next? All right, the Dragonair boosted attack is the electric attack. It leaves the opposing Pokemon unable to act for a short time. All right, so little mini stun. Let's look at the electric attack. That was the water. This is the electric. Okay. Dragon Dance. All right. Has the user moved to a designated direction with the dancing movements, the damage dealt with this Pokemon is increased for a short time with its movement speed and attack speed. With its movement speed and attack speed. I didn't get to read the rest of that. Hold on. If you damage a Pokemon while using this move, the cooldown is shortened. Every time you use this move, the damage you inflict increases. Okay. Up to 3 times. So the damage, the ability can stack. You increase the damage that you deal and your movement speed and attack speed. That seems pretty good. Dragon Dance seems pretty good. You can see the stack at the bottom of the screen too. Really good if like rapid succession, if you're like bursting and fighting. Seems like solid mobility too. Can't complain about that. All right, now the Dragonite auto is the fire auto, and the additional thing that it does is just additional damage. So now, when you're Dragonite, you get all 3. So that's the lightning, that's the fire, that's additional damage, this is the water, heals. So not really much to manage there, it's just like the different effects that happen while you're cycling through them, which I think is super cool. Everbeam text is provisional placeholder, okay. Interesting. There we go. Hyper Beam. Cool stuff. Looks really cool. I'm loving it. All right, Unite move has the user fly into the air before crashing. down with several comments on a designated area, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area and of effect and throwing them. The farther the user flies, the more of the Unite charge or the move gauge is consumed. While this Unite move is being used, the user becomes unstoppable. So if you slam, like, you can literally see. That's so unique and so cool. 100% super far away, crazy furthest range Unite move in the game. So cool. Looks really, really awesome. That's such a ridiculous range. Really crazy. Does that not like use any of the Unite move, or is this just no? It's probably no cooldowns, but I'm silly. I'm curious how much you can get away with if you use it at a really short range. That range is just so crazy. Like if you're score shielding and you literally just fly across the map, like I don't know, dude, it's crazy. Really cool. All right. Extreme Speed has the user aim at the designated opposing Pokemon. Is that really what it has? I didn't think that it's what the name was. Exposing Pokemon charge up power and then unleash a beam of light that sweeps the ground in a straight line. In addition to the beam's base damage, it also deals additional damage to the opposing Pokemon it hits equal to the set percentage of their max HP. So it's kind of like a HP execute. User is left unable to act for a short time after the user's move. Okay. So this is kind of like self-stuns. Okay. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I think Dragon Dance might be better. I don't know. Very interesting. Alright, this is the crazy one. Outrage has the user start rampaging, stomping on the ground, and dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. Also triggers the additional effect of the most recently used boosted basic attack once again. During the rampage, all of the user's basic attacks become special melee boosted attacks with increased attack speed. When the rampage ends, the user is left unable to act for a short time. So you just pop off. Like it's just a gigantic buff. Like you stomp, you start doing damage, and every single one of your auto attacks is basic boosted, which is like a melee boosted rather, which is just crazy. That's kind of crazy. That move looks so strong. Seriously, it does. I'm guessing that's really kind of all there is to it. Looking good, Dragonite. Looking good, homie. All right, friends, so there you have it. That is our leaked and kind of first look at Dragonite. I think the character looks phenomenal. I'm feeling Lane vibes with this character. I'm feeling it. I don't know, Dragon Dance and Outrage look really cool to me. That's probably the build path that I'm looking to go on it. And then depending on scaling, you might be doing some attack weight, you might be doing some muscle band just because of this Outrage spamming with some additional attack speed and just the ability to pop off on people and trade at, like, you know, range or whatever. Character looks really cool. The Unite move is crazy. You know, end game Articuno phase, you could be pressuring a top lane score, a bot lane score, and if they start flipping, then you just literally spin back around and just ult on top of them and try to steal, or you ult really long range and get a steal. Like it's a lot to think about. So as always, friends, thank you for checking this out. Actually, you know, make sure that you show some love to Elchicoeevee if you want to throw him a follow on Twitter if that's your thing. You know, this guy is out there leaking every single thing for us all the time, so we definitely appreciate the leakers in our community. But friends, be sure to be kind to one another, tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.